Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's show. This is your home of hope, where we say Inawezekana. My name is Shiko Hope, and today we are so much blessed to have a guest in the house. And our guest today, he came here through green card, but I would like to bring him up to share his experience with us. And before I do that, this program is brought to you by Fins Immigration Services. This is where we help you achieve your dream abroad. For more information, visit our website. All the details are below the description box and also in the comment section, the first pinned comment. So let me bring up our guest so he can share with us his experience. And here he is, Koge wa Karaoke.
Yes,
Welcome to Shikahop TV USA.
thank you.
We are so much blessed to have you today.
Yeah,
We have been hearing you, seeing you on the Facebook page, but now we can see you one on one.
yeah.
So
I'm happy
welcome.
to be, I'm happy to be here, Shiko.
Uh-huh.
Thank you for hosting me, and I'm glad to share
Thank you
with your
so
viewers.
much.
Yeah,
So can you introduce yourself?
yeah. My name is Kogi Karaoke. Um, I'm in Texas. I live in a town called Abilene. I've just been here for about 6 months now, and I came through the DV 2021.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Wow. Once you mentioned DV2021, so many winners out there are like, wow, you are one of us. You made it.
yeah, yeah. That was one of the most distressing, I think, a sequence of DV. It's the
Sure.
one that was affected by COVID-19.
Yeah.
Um, the last case number for Kenya was, I think, around 15,000.
Wow.
So, but there are several cases that are pending.
Mm,
Uh, we are very hopeful about them because I've been following them.
mm,
Actually, the government has lost um, every single case involving DV 2021.
mm,
But what they are doing is that they are appealing every single of them,
mm.
probably not because of DV 2021, but because of the other implication that can come as a result of the rulings. Because uh, DV 2021 did not come because of COVID.
Yeah.
So the government is aware that if it lets these rulings stand,
Mm,
then even other categories of visas will say, because DV 2021 was allowed,
mm.
then all of us should be allowed. So the
Yeah.
government has been appealing. Those of us who have joined the lawsuit know about this.
Mm,
It has lost every single case because the court said government just refused to give the visas.
yeah.
But now it's not that DV visas are very few actually. Government will
Mhm.
not bother appealing every case. But
Yeah.
because of the legal implication that now everybody whose visa was affected by that COVID issue will
Mm,
now come in citing the case.
yeah.
So, but those of us who are still in Kenya of DV 2021,
Mm,
I want to tell them there's still hope.
mm,
They have not lost any case. I was part of the plaintiff
mm,
in the Curtis case.
yeah.
So we are hoping to see them here soon.
Yeah. We always tell them to keep hope alive.
Yeah,
All right. So, Mr. Corgin, now you made it. You are among the chosen few that
yeah,
made it on time.
yeah.
Now, can you take us back now from where did this journey, your American dream, start?
It was very interesting because I had applied for more than 10 years. That
10.
10 years. I think the first time I applied was in 2000 and around 2007 there,
Ah.
because somebody we were studying with applied and won. So I said, let me try. and I didn't win. So when I was doing this, when I took the passport, when I applied my passport, because we were the first people who had the passport requirement.
Yeah.
I was not actually taking the passport to apply for green card. I was going to Australia for my further studies. Then I said, there's nothing wrong with me trying the green card. But so the passport requirement was there. So I just took my passport and applied. So, and I forgot about it and continued with my Australian process, which I finished. I was actually waiting to travel. But now I was to travel to Australia on February of 2020. And that is when now COVID came. So Australia closed their borders, told me you cannot travel now. We have closed international travel. So I postponed now my travel to Australia to July. But now results comes out on May. And I check, I have won.
Wow.
So I just called them, the guys in Australia, and told them I'm not coming. Just refund everything. That's how I'm here now.
Oh my goodness. So you are trying to go to Australia and God of America came before Australia.
Yeah, because the green card process, I had tried for a very long time.
Yes.
So one thing I said, I'll always apply. That's what I told myself. I'll always apply. I'll not even wait for it, but I'll always apply.
Yes.
So, and it happened.
Wow. And what was your case number? Was a very low one, right?
My case number was 14,000.
14,000. Wow.
Yeah. 14,451.
Hey, you can't forget.
I can't forget. I can't forget.
Wow. Now, what came to your mind now that the results are out in May? COVID, you're here.
Yeah.
And now you have now added the project to go to Australia. Now, how are you feeling now? Have you lost the Australian chance, American chance? How was
it? Was especially when COVID came now. And now I was not actually thinking about America. The green card was something I was not even thinking about at that time. My mind was focused on Australia. I did my arts. I paid the school fees. I started making travel arrangements. So there was nothing I was not thinking about the green card. I was not thinking about America. What I was thinking about is now traveling to Australia. So that was what I was planning. So now when I won that one, I realized, oh, I have won.
Yes.
Now Australia, Australia has a merit-based system.
Yes.
Which now, for you to get the points, you have to at least do a degree, then get those 65 points. So I said, I don't need to do even that master's degree. I can go to America.
Yes.
But Australia was good because if you look at what Australia offers and what America offers, and many people don't know this, but Australia, the Australian dream right now is better than the America. But now America is much easier.
Yes.
And this is something I've had people trying to make a comparison and making it seem like coming to America is so hard. Coming to America is not hard so long as you have some knowledge about it, have all of the right procedures and everything. Going to Canada or Australia is hard because it's a merit-based system. They will require you to get some points. America, you don't need all that.
Yeah.
So I felt I would have wanted to go to Australia, but now America is here. It's easy. Let me just go. Yeah.
All right. Now, take us through now the process. After winning now, confirming you have been selected.
Yeah.
How was the process? Because you are the first people were you the first people to apply with a passport?
Yeah, we were the first people to apply with a passport.
So your process was a bit different from us who are before you.
Um, it was not different because what the passport did was actually, in essence, trying to make sure that you don't apply twice.
Oh.
But the other process of filling DS260, which I think you also did that, you fill DS260 is still the same.
Yes.
And I think you also sent your document via email.
No.
To KCC. You didn't?
No.
So as we sent it via email, after you fill the DS260, and that was also the most that's something that disturbed me a lot, because in after now February, in May, COVID was still very high.
Yes.
Now I didn't have a marriage certificate. So what happened is I went to the AG's office to get the marriage certificate. So the AG office told us they have closed and they until further notice because of COVID. So they're not issuing marriage certificate. So what I did, I went and talked to our pastor, and I told him I need to do a wedding in the next 3 weeks. So because I knew I needed to fill that DS260 as fast as possible.
Yes.
Now, there was the question. There's a question that always comes up when filling the DS260 on those who did the customary marriage, and then acquire a certificate. There's always the question of which date should you put?
Yes.
At that time, I never had the answer, because if I had the answer that time, I wouldn't have gone through what I went through. Because later I come to realize you can put the actual date that you started living together. It's because most people thought by then that you must put the date on the certificate.
Yeah.
That has been the notion. Only to realize you can actually put the date, because even the marriage certificate that you get is already written that you are already married under customary law.
Yes.
So now I was rushing because I thought I had to put the date on the marriage certificate. So we did the wedding. I did the wedding today. I filled the DS260 the following day. Yeah. After filling the DS260, the other process was automatic. They came following each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
So by then you were sending documents before the actual interview.
Yeah. So after you fill the DS260, they will process it in like 2 to 3 months. That's how long, because I received my email saying that they have received and I should send the document around September after sending in July. So they asked me, send this document.
Yes.
After I sent those documents, now they go ahead and process the documents. Now they process the documents, and now the other email was what we used to call ready for interview, which they say we have received your document, we have processed everything. Now you are ready for interview. Yeah. So that one I received in February. We call it DQ. We used to call it DQ, documentary qualified. So that one, and that email was very important, because later we came to realize they were not actually following the case numbers, but DQ. Like for us, okay, they followed them together. If you are case number 1,
yes,
and I'm case number 2, and case number 1, it will be asked for document first before me.
Okay.
So, but let's say case number 1 delays in sending those documents, and now they ask me for my documents, and I send immediately. Now, let's say your DQ email comes in. Mine come because I sent immediately and you delayed.
Yes.
Mine comes in February, and yours comes in March.
Because
Now,
of
for the purpose of interview, they will call me first.
Oh.
Yeah, because that system was like once you are DQ'd, you are queued.
Yes.
So I have people who are case number 2,500, but who got DQ'd in March.
And you got before them.
Who are still in Kenya actually, because the last interview was those people who are DQ'd in February.
Wow.
Yeah. So even if you are case number 1 and you are DQ'd in March, you are not called for interview.
So your advice for this upcoming DV 2023 is do this as fast as possible.
If you can do that once they are released, I think they will be released on 6th of May.
7th.
7th.
Yeah.
Once they are released, that night, if you are able, fill the DS260 that night and just send it. The faster you do it, the better your chances are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, after you have been DQ'd, now you are waiting for the 2NL. How long did it take?
I was DQ'd in February. I received mine in September. You know, there was a proclamation by President Trump that was barring entry of immigrants.
Yes.
It was called Proclamation 10014, I think, which was banning entry of immigrants who poses a job market threat or something.
Yeah.
So after the embassy used that, and that is actually one of the things that is being contested in court, because that proclamation was banning entry. It was saying do not enter, but it did not ban the processing of the visas. So they could have processed the visas, and you can stay with your visa in your passport, but you cannot enter, which means after the proclamation ends, they could have entered.
Yes.
So what the embassy did, it stopped processing. After I was DQ'd in February, I had to wait now until September. I think August there, because my interview was in September 17th, and I had only 2 weeks to prepare.
Wow.
So I think I received my 2NL in early September, I think around 2nd, and I was told 2 weeks.
Wow.
On 17th, you are going for an interview. Yeah.
Wow. So you are like, you have lost hope by then, because your year was almost, your fiscal year was almost ending.
Our fiscal year was ending. I lost hope. I couldn't believe how close I was.
Yes.
And it's very depressing because even right now, there are people who we had gone the whole journey together.
Yes.
And then these people, when they don't get you get 2NL alone, and it's still depressing because these are people who have become your friends. They have become like family.
Yeah.
You are together the whole, from the results were released in 2020. You have been 2020. You have been with them 2021. Then it's ending. Now this is it. It's ending, and they have not received their 2NL. That was depressing. Even after we received our 2NLs, and you call them, their case numbers are low, because anybody with a case number 25,000 and below,
yes,
that's a low case number.
Yeah.
So we didn't really celebrate the way we should, because if I would have loved the whole group to come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my. So yeah, because you become like a family in those WhatsApp group, maybe Telegram groups. You talk
Exactly.
there,
You
and then
talk,
you're like,
you
oh, now you
plan.
are going.
Yeah, you plan so many things.
Mm,
Yeah, and if you come to America with friends,
yes,
life is a bit easier.
exactly.
So if you come like, because we had formed a large group, we were saying we
Mm,
go to Texas, we have we are 10 people.
yeah,
You guys have kids. This is
yeah.
how we will be working. These
Oh,
guys will be staying with kids at night. This will be working with the day. We had made so much plans.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's well. It is well. That's what we can say because
yeah,
we
well,
still have hope.
yeah.
Now, after you went to the embassy, now take us through the experience at the embassy. No, let's go back to the medicals
Yeah.
because at the medicals, that's where we have so much anxiety. You don't know what will happen.
The medical for me,
Mm-hmm.
um, the only issue with the medical is if you have had tuberculosis before,
Mm-hmm.
because what tuberculosis does is that it leaves a scar in the lung and it never goes away.
Mm.
So then I realized the way they do it, they take an X-ray. They take an X-ray, and if you have a scar, they say you should go for further tests. Now, there's a problem with that.
Mm.
If you had TB and it healed, they will still see that scar
Yes.
and they ask for further tests.
Mm.
Now, the test they do at IOM takes 6 months. You'll be going there every day to, I think they take 6 months for postpartum for
Mm.
6 months. So, assuming you got your 2NL in August or in July, technically, unless you get your 2NL in January, if you have ever had TB, you will not make it. Unless you get it between January and March.
Yeah.
If you have ever had TB, you will not make it
Yeah.
because they will see the scar.
Mm.
So for me, it was easy. It was easy because I've never had issues with TB. So I knew that was not an issue. But
Yeah.
I had a friend who had TB in the past. Like it
Mm.
was actually more than 7 years ago,
Mm.
and it was cured. Then when we went to IOM, he was told the X-ray came up with a scar.
Mm-hmm.
Now they told him, now you have lost your green card, because if we start testing now, by the time we finish the tests,
Yeah.
you will the time will have lapsed.
Yeah.
So he never got a chance.
Oh my.
He never got a chance. So if you have ever had TB and you receive your 2NL after, because now the September is the beginning,
Yes.
October 1st is the beginning. If you receive it after March, after July,
Mm.
they are probably going to use that to deny you a visa.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very sad. Very sad state because you don't have TB, but the X-rays showed
The X-ray will
the
show it.
scar.
Yeah. It's like if you are burned somewhere, even
Mm.
if it heals,
Yeah.
you'll see reflect some scar.
Yes.
I think that's how TB is.
Oh my goodness. Do you have any idea about drugs screening? Maybe you have been using drugs. What can happen according to your experience right now?
For IOL, they don't
Mm-hmm.
they don't screen for drugs.
Mm-hmm.
They are very there are those diseases they screen for, and
Mm-hmm.
those are contagious diseases,
Oh,
diseases that can be spread to other people.
yeah.
And they will not test you for something that is not. There have been this anxiety, by the way, about
Yes.
what they test.
Yes.
Those are professionals. they will not test you what they are not required to test.
Uh,
And for the US, they test very few things. They test TB, I think, and syphilis, and I think just that for the US.
yes.
If it's for Canada, they test a lot of things. Yeah, Canada, they test HIV, everything. But
Yes.
for US, those are the things they test. For drugs, they don't. They just test contagious diseases. That is it.
Alright.
But now, if you are using drugs, once you enter the US, now that's where the issue will be.
Yes.
Because most of the employers will test for drugs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow. 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 So after now you are done and you have passed your medicals, now you are waiting for that day to go for your visas.
Yeah.
So how many were you in your family?
In my just three, me, my wife, and my daughter.
And
So
then you went to
we went there. I was quite confident about it.
uh-huh.
So very early in the morning, because you don't even sleep,
Yes,
and you are very worried about what will be asked.
exactly.
But now I knew, and somebody had told me a trick about how I would know, and I would know whether I've been selected. So the first window I went, I knew they are going to give me a visa, because these people, they don't make the decision at the window,
Exactly.
unless you say something very stupid there.
Yes.
They have already made their decision long time ago. Somebody has been going through your documents. They have looked. They have done their background check. They have done everything. There, they just ask you 2 questions, 3 questions, and they give you. That is not what they unless you go there and disclose something that is crazy.
Yes.
So I went there. There was a lady. I realized something there, and the first window. So by the time I was going to the second window where I was doing the interview, I was very confident.
And relaxed.
Yeah, I was relaxed. Yeah.
The first video is where now we give the documents.
Yeah. And if you look closely,
Mm.
there is something you'll notice. I don't have to disclose it, but there's something you'll notice, and it will tell you if you have been selected or if not. But if you look closely at the document that lady is holding once they call your name,
Uh-huh.
if you look very closely, you will be able to see.
So
Yeah.
you have a secret?
I think people are just anxious, they don't look at it, but the US Embassy, I think that was my opinion. They already made their decision. Sometimes, there are even visas you don't go for interviews.
Yes.
They just tell you, go take your passport.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you filled your DS 260, you backed up your document, you have the educational requirements, you passed your medicals, there's nothing to worry about.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now, after being granted or being issued the visa,
Yeah.
can you take us through the questions that you were asked? Which questions?
They just asked what I had filled in the DS260, whether I've lived in another country, whether I've been arrested. They asked me. They asked me for my educational document because they had not. NEC had delayed. Went through it. I actually spent less than 2 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it is it is called our cover. You are gone.
It's
You're
our
granted.
cover. What will determine the success of the whole process is after you send that, when you're filling that DS260. Once you click send,
That's
you
the
have either
interview.
been denied a visa or you have been given a visa. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yes.
I know people reopen them and keep changing the information there. But once now they tell you we have processed, there is at some point you cannot reopen it.
Yes.
So that is what generally determines. But if you have the education requirements, if you have not been involved in any crime that
Mm,
reflects in your good conduct,
mm,
you have done your medical, you shouldn't have a problem.
yes.
Yeah.
All right. Let's come to the police clearance certificate.
Yeah.
For you, you are studying it with the documents way before your interview.
Yeah.
There is this question about its validity.
Yeah. It keeps coming up. The
Uh,
validity of the police abstract certificate is 2 years now.
mm,
Now, if remember, there are police abstracts from other countries. If you have lived in another country,
yes.
that can even be valid for 10 years, so
Mm,
long as you never went back to that country.
yes.
For example, if you are living in Dubai in
Mm,
2006
yeah.
and you got a police abstract, then
Police
coming
clearance
a
certificate.
police clearance certificate,
Yes.
then coming back,
Yes.
you don't need to get another one,
Yes.
even if it's 10 years old,
Mm,
unless you went back to Dubai.
yes.
So if you went back to Dubai and stayed, then you have to get another one that
Mm,
is valid as at the time you are living.
mm,
But for Kenya, it's valid for 2 years.
yes, because
Yeah.
that question is always coming, always coming.
Yeah, the thing with the process is that people are anxious, eh?
Yeah.
And every small thing, they think it's a mistake.
Even examination of documents.
Even even something, a very small mistake, somebody could open DS260 for something that can be corrected
At the embassy.
at the embassy. And
Yeah.
now when they reopen, it causes a delay
Yes.
in the processing.
Yes.
So that's it.
During your time, were you asked about the affidavit of support?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a very important. That one can make you be denied a visa because now you need to have a host. The affidavit of support is it called from I-134, right? You need to have a host.
Yes.
Now, for this host, don't look for somebody because he's your neighbor.
Yes.
You have to know about their capability
Mm.
to host you because the host now is your destiny.
Yes.
Whether you make it in America or you fail in America is 80% dependent on the host.
Yes.
Because when I was in Kenya, the things I did before even I came, I was informed of them by my host.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing things and I tell people I'm doing this. And they're asking me, what is that?
Uh-huh.
What are you doing? Because most people are focusing on the travel.
Yes.
Let me give you an example.
Mm.
There's something we call document verification
Yes.
by World Education Services.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. I did that before I even went for an interview.
Wow.
So uh, most people are looking at the interview. I had already done WES verification.
You are way ahead.
I was told this is the places you can get a job. Ask them to
Mm.
send the high school document there.
Wow.
So the moment I came here,
Uh-huh.
I only waited for my social security for 2 weeks, and I
Uh-huh.
and I went to work,
Mm.
and that was very easy for me because
Yes.
I was already prepared.
Yes.
So the host is very important. The
Mm.
affidavit of support, where now it comes in,
Mm.
is you have to know the size of the host family
Yes.
and the size of your family. For this reason, you'll be asked for the income.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot be hosted by a family that
Mm-hmm.
makes 30,000 a year
Yeah.
and they have 4 kids. Then
Mm.
you are a husband and wife with 4 kids.
Yes.
30,000 is not enough to host you.
Yes.
So when you take it to the, because in the form, in the affidavit of support, we will ask the host the size of his family.
Yes.
Now, if they see this family cannot support, this salary cannot support 2 families,
Yes.
they are going to ask you to get another one.
Yes.
They will put you in what they call administrative process. Within a month, if you don't get 1 or 2, you might get a refusal.
Yeah.
The other thing, there are people, so many of them I knew. The host says he'll give you documents.
Yes.
Then, because these are tax documents, people are shy to ask about them.
Yes.
So when they say, I'll give you a document, people just go home and relax.
Yes.
Interview comes. The host is nowhere to be seen. Or he starts giving you stories. Oh, this happened, I cannot give my tax. Why didn't he say all that before? Why is he saying that now?
Yeah.
So also you need to get someone reliable.
Yes.
And when they say they will give you their documents, ask for them to send it like 2 months.
Yeah.
I know a lady we were with her at IOM. Her interview was actually the following day, but the host was not sending the document. She was running around IOM. She goes, gets an injection. She's on the phone. Please help me find a host. The other guy is not sending the affidavit of support. It was quite depressing for her.
Yes.
So there are people who will tell you they will host you, but they are probably hoping or thinking that day will never come.
Yes.
Then you tell them it's tomorrow, send the documents. And now they start stories.
Wow.
Yeah.
But the best thing is that you can get a host and a separate sponsor, right?
I've never understood what people call a sponsor.
Sponsor is the one who is giving the documents.
Yeah. Now I get what you're asking. Because most of the time people use the 2 words interchangeably.
Yes.
But they probably mean the same thing. Because now, but it's not a sponsor. The person who gives you the document is your host for the purpose of the embassy.
Yes.
The person who gives you, that's the name you are going to use everywhere you are at. If they ask you at the airport where you are going, you use that name. Yes. But you're asking a very good question. Now, let's say I have a good salary.
Yes.
But I don't want to host you because of various reasons.
Yes.
I can do this. I can tell you, I'll give you the
documents,
but find somewhere to go. So I'm the host for the purposes of the embassy. Don't mention the other person where you are going. In fact, in the airport, if they ask you the first entry, if they ask you where are you going, just tell them, if the person who gave you document is in Pennsylvania, tell them I'm just visiting Texas for a few days. I'm going to my host in Pennsylvania.
Yes.
Because that is what they have in their system.
Yes.
Now, you can do that. You can get a host. He will provide you with the IRS transcripts and the affidavit of support. And actually, that was what I did. The person who gave me the documents was in Pennsylvania, and I came to Texas. Now, but the reason you should stick with the host is people have been using words at the embassy that make them be denied a visa.
Yes.
The statement, because the way we understand English language is not like there is somebody who said he wanted to mean they're in a customary marriage when they applied. So he was asked, "Were you married? Are you married to this woman?" So he said, "When I applied, we were not legally married." Now, as a Kenyan, if you told me in Kenya, I would understand what you are saying.
Yes.
I would get perfectly what you are saying. But when you tell that to a person, an English person, when you say we are not legally married, because what people forget is that customary marriages are legal marriages.
Yes.
So all you need to do is say we were married under Kikuyu customary laws, Kamba customary laws, but we formalized our wedding on this date. But when you say we were legally married or we were in a come stay, those are not things. Those are not things you tell a person. Those are things you say. Therefore, we were married under Kikuyu customary law.
Yes.
So even if you look at the laws of Kenya, customary marriages are recognized. They are legal. Kadhi's marriages, customary marriages are legal. And that's why it doesn't matter. You don't have to even put the date on the marriage certificate. Just fill the DS260, the date you got married.
Yes.
Then at the embassy, they will ask you, and you tell them, yes, we were married in 2017, but we formalized, we were married in 2017 under Kikuyu customary law. We formalized our marriage in 2022 because we needed a certificate for this process.
Yeah.
The customary law does not give a certificate. Yeah, it's that simple.
So what happened to your friend about the marriage, legally married?
They were denied a visa.
Because of that one statement.
You cannot apply for a green card with somebody you are not married to. It's not allowed. You are supposed to feel your wife.
Yes.
So if you say you are not married, that's a disqualification.
So did they try to explain? Did they try to explain their case?
You know, there's nothing to explain because that you are speaking English. That person is hearing English. When you say you are not married, that is it. But you see, for the purpose, and this is it, they don't want complication in this process.
Yes.
They have issued like 100,000 first and else.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
They are going to give 55,000 visas.
Yes.
What does that mean? They are not.
They want to refuse you to give the other person.
Yeah. Why would they bother understanding what you are saying when there are so many people who? So if you go there and start giving stories, this happened, I don't have this, during my education, I never did this. Why would they listen to that? I was not married to her, but what? There are people who add people after they have won, that they have married them after they have won. Why would they bother doing a background check? They would just deny a visa.
They don't have time.
They don't have time because out of 100,000 people, they want 55,000.
Yeah.
Why would they take your case to be so special, to go digging for background checks, spend a lot of money and time, whether you are legally married or not, or whatever that means? They'll just give the next person.
Yeah, they say the deserving person who will not waste their time. 2 minutes interview and you get a visa.
Exactly.
Wow. Now you get your visas approved, and now you are in Texas as we are speaking now.
Now I'm in Texas.
So how was the transition now from Africa to American life?
Well, what I did, I was, as I said, I processed most of my things in Kenya. I was very clear about where I'm going to come,
Yes.
where I would work, and what they needed.
Yes.
So the other thing I needed, I already knew to drive while I was in Kenya. But here, when you come, you have to do the driver's test.
Yeah.
Now, what I did is, well, I was still in Kenya. I downloaded the driver's DMV app. So because after you come, what you need to do is to sit for the written test.
Yeah.
So I downloaded the app, started doing the questions. So immediately my social security came. I went and started for my learner's permit. The funny thing, I know you have realized this in the US, the driver's license is the national ID.
Yes.
So I don't know why they do that, because somebody might never learn to learn. If you don't learn to drive, it means you don't have an ID. If they did that in Kenya, nobody would ever have an ID.
Yeah.
So I went there, did the written test, which I passed. They gave me that driving license they call the learner's permit.
Yeah.
Now the practical tests, when I did, I failed.
Wow. And you have experience.
Because the roads were strange.
Yeah.
The roads were strange, and I was doing things very fast. I was not taking enough time to learn, although now I knew I didn't have time to do. I just needed to get my things done.
You are keeping left instead of keeping right.
There was a time I went into oncoming traffic. Like I entered the wrong lane, and cars were just coming towards them. So that was scary.
Yeah.
That day they could have killed me here.
Yeah.
That was scary.
Yeah.
Because I just made a wrong turn. So most roads are just one way.
Yes.
So I don't know, because you are using Google Maps, sometimes the phone hangs, and I was confused, so I entered the wrong lane. But after some time, I realized for you to get the driving license faster, it's better to go to a private driving school. So I said, I'm not going to DMV again.
Yes.
I went to a private driving school, got my driver's license, came and applied work and started working.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, 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 wow. So now you have been earning dollars for the last 6 months.
For the last like 5 months.
So how are things now comparing to home?
Comparing to
services, the government offices, services. Can you compare just a little?
Oh my goodness. Compared to Kenya?
Yeah.
Now,
Is there anything to compare, or it is like
they are totally different.
oil?
Wow. In Kenya, you know the thing with the US. The US is like US gives you a promise. The US tells you, do this and I will do this.
Yes.
But in the US, all you need to do is be in good records.
Yes.
Now, there are 3 records you need to watch out for. The first record is the credit score. You need to look out for that.
Yes.
Maybe I can explain all of them a bit. The second one is the legal record, like don't get involved in crime. The other one is the driving.
Yes.
Now, let me even start with the legal one. If you commit a crime in this country, you'd better get some wings and fly out, because you cannot even use the airport.
Yes.
Maybe you try a hot air balloon and direct it to your home, because if you get involved in crime here, that is the end of you.
Yes.
And if, let's say, you get like a felony, even if you go to jail and come out, it's still in your record.
Yes.
That's the difference thing with here in Kenya. Kenya people get away with a lot of things.
Yeah.
The other thing is the driving record. Let's say you drive and drink, you drink and drive.
Yeah.
Do you know what that can do? Because we are used to this in Kenya. People, you just unatoka bypass, unaingia gari,
You drive.
unaenda.
Yeah.
Now, if they catch you with when you are driving under influence, that will stay in your record for 7 years.
Yeah.
Now, the thing is, and this is the funny thing, no employer will employ you if you have a DUI. You can get these jobs of probably working in a fast food,
Yes.
but no serious employer.
Yes.
No serious employer will employ you. The other one is the credit score. That is what we use. That is what you use to get a house. That is what you use to buy a car. That is what you use to everything.
Yeah.
So in America, they give you a lot of money. They have a lot of money.
Yeah.
They tell you, get this credit card, go and spend.
Yeah.
But don't be lost in the excitement of the credit card.
Spending without paying back.
I actually don't use it.
You don't? Really?
I have one that is secured, which means I pay first what I am going to. I have it just to build my credit, but just that. Because I don't want to use money that I don't have.
Exactly.
Don't want to use money that I have not earned. Because you go out there and spend so much, then when it comes to paying that credit, things will go very bad.
Wow.
Yeah.
So America is very different from home.
Very different for one reason. There are so many opportunities.
Yes.
So many opportunities. And in America, it's not like the dual die system that we have in Kenya. Kenya is a dual die.
Yes.
You sit your KCSE.
Yes.
If you don't get an A, that's probably the end.
Yes.
They can talk stories of how you can go and do some course, but you know how it is.
Yes.
We don't have an industrialized economy where you can say that you can go and you did mechanics, and in America, if you did those courses, the one that in technical school here, you'll be rich.
You'll be earning more than an A person.
Like, let's say you come here as a mechanic. Let me give you an example. Somebody who makes hair here.
Yes.
Like for my daughter, for them to make her hair, they are charging $75.
Yes.
So assume that person makes 10 people a day.
$750.
$750.
Yes.
Do you know even bankers are not making that money here?
No, actually, bankers don't earn much.
They don't. Even actuarial scientists here don't make $750 a day.
Yeah.
Probably people who make close to that are doctors or something.
Yes.
So that's the difference. They also don't consider it's not there's a lot of jobs, so they just take you. Like for me, I work for the state of Texas.
Yes.
We have been trying to get people to come, and they have tried to give bonuses. They have tried to tell people, come, we will give you bonus, 5,000 bonus if you stay with 1 year. People are still not coming because they are saying there are so many better opportunities out there.
Yes.
Amazon is coming to my town. They are saying, let's wait for Amazon. So that's the difference. It's so different. It's so different. Yeah. In Kenya, for us, something will have to change for us to meet the standards that are here.
Because for once in Kenya, no jobs.
No jobs.
But here, jobs are there, no employees, no workers. So that
No.
is different.
And I don't know why they are frustrating the DVs. Because
Yeah,
there are no workers.
yeah.
There are no workers. Like I've been working some mandatory overtime.
Mm,
Somebody calls you and tells you, you know, it's your rest day, but you have to come to work.
yeah. The other day my husband was like, can you come? They don't work Saturdays, but
Yeah,
they are being sued. Please come work Saturdays. We will give you 100 more back. More.
exactly,
You're
exactly,
being sued to work.
exactly. And that is it. Once you
Mhm.
come here, there's a lot of work.
Yes.
And there have been this misconception about that when you come here, you must do some dirty jobs and everything.
Yeah.
There are some good jobs here. There are some
Yes.
good jobs. There are some state jobs. So many jobs. But just prepare when you are from home, seek information. I think you have been providing them with a lot of information. If they go
Mm.
and follow, they will watch and they will come up with something. There
Yes.
are so many jobs.
Yes.
People have been boxed into that notion that when you come here, you do some dirty job. Well.
Yeah.
Come
It's
and
not
get
a
a
bad.
good job and do it.
Yes. And what about the baby? How old is the baby?
My daughter is now 4 years.
Is she in school yet?
No, the thing with Texas, uh, they open school once, I
Uh-huh.
think in September,
Yes.
and she has to be 4 years to join. So when
Yes.
I came in, she was not 4 years. So she turned 4 in February.
Mm-hmm.
So she's starting something they are calling early start. I think
Mm.
in July. In July now. So she's been at home.
It is not like Kenya. At 3 years, she's in school.
That thing in Kenya, somebody should be arrested for that. Why would you take a 3 years child? Because these are the things we are learning.
Yes.
Why would why did we take kids to school? Because my daughter was actually in school
Mm.
in Kenya,
Yes.
and it's very expensive.
Yes.
Why would anybody take a 3-year-old to class? Wake a 3-year-old at 5 a.m. Sometimes she is waking up before you.
Mm.
Go into a school bus and go. It's just immoral. I don't know. That thing should stop.
That is in Kenya. Now you are in America.
Somebody should stop it in Kenya. Because yeah, it's four. It's
Now
four.
you are getting in the
4 years.
system.
Yeah,
Now you are getting in the system now.
yeah, it's 4 years strictly. And they have a program that is child friendly. They will pick up at the time that is comfortable, send them back home at a good time.
Yes.
Teachers are good, everything.
Wow, wow, wow.
Yeah.
So how was your first experience? Your first day at work? Were you well oriented?
Oh, that was strange. Because for this reason, I'm in Texas. One thing I realized, like now I'm speaking English.
Yes.
You might think I'm speaking good English or average English
Uh-huh.
because you can hear what I'm saying.
Yes.
The problem I encountered was that every time I spoke to people, they were not getting what I was saying. Like I've been speaking English my whole life. Why are you not getting?
Uh-huh.
But it's like a problem with Texas. I never had that. I visited New Jersey, and
Uh-huh.
no, I never stayed there for long. But I spoke to people and they could understand.
Mm.
But I talked to somebody for like 5 minutes, and they say I can't hear what you are saying.
Can you say that again?
Can you say
What
that?
did you
That thing is
say?
annoying.
Uh-huh.
Then I'm supposed to do something with someone. we are supposed to communicate. Sometimes I don't also hear what they are saying because they speak that accent and they have put some southern accent. There's something in the south, the way they speak English.
Yeah.
So I also kept missing some
words.
Yeah. So, but with time, I'm catching up.
Sometimes you can sue your Kenyan English teacher.
Well, I think sometimes they just trying to. Our English is good.
Yes.
But now the accent.
Yes.
That's the problem. And sometimes we cannot tell that we have an accent unless somebody tells you. You think you are speaking very good English until it's like a Kikuyu. When a person from, let's say, Kirinyaga speaks, he thinks he's speaking perfect Kikuyu.
Yes.
But you are wondering, this Kikuyu is broken. It's not as smooth as the Kikuyu you speak.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
yeah, but we have been adjusting. Adjusting. But what I can say on the issue of the kid, once you come in, apply for medical insurance for the kid, especially for those Texas. I applied for Medicaid. Now, the thing with the kids is that kids are going to get sick.
Yes.
And once your child gets sick in America and you don't have insurance, it's cheaper for you to just fly to Mama Lucy, get that kid treated, then come back.
Yeah.
Healthcare is expensive in this country.
Yes.
So the moment you land, just get your medical insurance.
Yeah.
But at least for the kids, because if you get sick, you can just sleep in the house.
Yes.
You will not be comfortable if your child is sick and you cannot take him to hospital. Personally, I delayed because I never realized that the form you get at the embassy, there's a number they call the A number. There's a form after you get a visa they send called the A number. So I later came to realize the A number is actually your immigration number.
Yes, on the green card.
It's what will come in the green card.
Yes.
So had I known that, I would have actually applied immediately, even for her. But now I waited for my green cards to get processed. Then that form is like 100 pages. You fill, they say you did not fill this, you did not put this, we have rejected. So before it comes, it takes a lot of time. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, health insurance is so important here.
If you got sick, one thing I've done those calculations. If you get sick, you'd better just fly to Kenya. If you get like a serious illness that requires you to be admitted,
you go to Kenya.
Go to Kenya. They are going to send you a $10,000 bill.
Yes.
That is almost $1 million. It's over $1 million.
With a payment plan, you be paying it and every month. I
would rather go to Mama Lucy and then come back.
Oh my goodness. May God help us and protect us from becoming sick.
Yeah.
Wow. So, Mr. Koge wa Karaoke, what advice can you give this DV 2022 right now, because we are so frustrated?
DV 2022 by any standard are doing well. They shouldn't be worried. By any standard, where they are now, considering we are in we are going to May, right?
Yes.
We have like 4 more months. I think 6 including May. 5 including May.
Yeah.
They are doing well. They might issue the 55,000 visas. They might. Now, are there people who are going to miss? Yes. Because the thing with DV 2022, and this is my opinion because I looked at their numbers, these people looks like they have a lot of derivatives. Watu wako na watoto sana. So So what happens? The last time I checked, they were like at 15,000, case number 15,000 for Africa, but the visas that had been issued are like 23,000.
Yeah.
You don't want such a situation.
Yeah.
In fact, the ideal situation is 1:1, such that if one visa is issued, if case number 15,000, like if there are 15,000 people who have gone for interview, it's 15,000 visas that have been issued. That's the ideal situation if you are an applicant.
Yes.
Because now, if you have people who have, because remember, these 55,000 visas is not like it's 55,000 case numbers, it's visas.
Yes.
So when somebody has a family of wife, husband, and 4 kids, that family alone has taken 6 of. Yeah. Those have a problem with DV. The derivative rate seems to be higher. Like if you look for DV 2021, the derivative rate was like 1.5. So right now for DV 2022, I think it stands like 1.8. Meaning people are going there with a family of 1, a family of 2, a family of 3, majority are families.
Yeah.
Those visas are going to end before some very medium range case numbers are called for interview. Yeah.
Now give them a word of hope, because they are watching and they are like every day looking at
they are doing well. They are doing well. If your case number low to medium, 50,000 and below, get ready. There's no time to waste. There are other factors that you need to work on. Don't just get the excitement should end. America is not easy if you're not prepared.
Yeah.
Get prepared. If you need to verify documents, verify them now.
Yeah.
If you need to learn the written test of driving, they vary according to the state. Go to the app and download your state's app. Read it. Know your host. Get the host document.
Yeah.
And just relax.
Yeah.
You should be called for an interview. You will come. Everything will be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when you come here, just don't break any laws.
Be a good boy, be a good girl.
Be a good citizen. Yeah.
All right, all right. Now, can you talk to the DV 2023 now who are awaiting the results in the next 10 days?
So for the DV 2023, they will select 100,000 people. 10 million have applied. The key is don't give up.
Yeah.
Don't give up. Keep applying. Keep applying. I think I'm one person who applied for one of in fact, I was applying without thinking about it. I had assumed they would not give me. That's why I was planning for another country. But don't put your immigration plan. Don't put it on the DV. If you are DV 2023, don't put it on the DV. Is not a plan that you can put in place and say, and that maybe in future we can discuss other methods that can be used.
Yeah.
But DV, it has a lot of uncertainties, because you don't know. First of all, you don't know whether you will win.
Yeah.
Then you don't know whether, even if you win, whether you will come. So it's good to participate and do it every year.
Yeah.
Without giving up. But don't just sit there and say, this is my plan.
Yeah.
Time will lapse with you doing nothing.
Yeah.
Because now, if after May you're not selected, you have to wait for another year. So if your dream is to come, to go abroad, DV should complement other means. So, like me, I was going to Australia, then I won. So there are other ways. Combine those who will win, we will be back to guide them on how they will do it. Those who will not win, we will also, I'll be available to talk to them about other ways, but keep applying.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much for that priceless advice.
Yeah.
Because life has to go on, whether we have applied for DV or not.
Keep going on.
Yes, we have to continue living. Even after results, we have to continue living.
Yeah.
We don't want people to get heart attacks once they get the results and they find out they are not selected.
There is a lot of ways. There are a lot of ways.
Yeah.
There are a lot of ways of immigrating. There are a lot of countries also. People should not look at America as the only country they can immigrate to. As I told you, we are looking at so many countries that actually offer a better quality of life than America. America has a very huge name in immigration. But if you look at quality of life index, I think the top 10 cities that have the highest quality index are not even in America. They're elsewhere.
Yes.
And those are the countries now people need to be looking to. Countries like Australia, countries like Sweden, countries like Finland, countries like Norway. There are also ways of immigrating there.
Yeah.
But people have this notion that it has to be America, which is good. If you get it, come.
Yeah.
But let's not limit our options.
My last question: are you living in Texas, or are you planning to relocate?
I'm planning to relocate.
To where?
I would look at Washington State is my choice. But so far, Texas is so easy to settle as an immigrant. For the reason that it's cheap to stay here.
Yeah.
It's affordable. It's not cheap. It's affordable.
Yeah.
Because it's also expensive, but it's affordable.
Yeah.
There are so many jobs here. It's the biggest, I think, the second biggest economy.
Yeah.
So it's easy.
So you are planning to relocate. Imagine I landed here and I have never have those thoughts of relocation.
I'm planning. I want to see America.
Okay.
I might come back.
And before we end this video, I would like to tell our viewers that where I am, I'm in Denton County, and you are in which county?
Taylor. Yeah.
From where I am to where you are, I think it is almost 2 hours.
More than 2 hours.
More than 2 hours.
Yeah.
Texas itself is bigger than Kenya.
Texas is 1.5 times bigger. Yeah.
So people should know this, that we don't meet like you are in Eldoret, the other person is in Mombasa.
Texas is huge.
Yes.
America is even bigger.
Yes.
I think if you are from, let's say, Minnesota to Texas, it's like Egypt to Kenya.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow. One day we will meet.
We should.
But American life is so crazy. Like, you have been planning to do this video for the last, I think, 2 months.
Yeah, but I've been ready. You are the one who has been so busy.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Wow. What are your parting shot before we end?
So my parting shot is it's good to migrate if you can. It's a whole new experience. There's a lot of materials out there. If they have your channel, there's a lot of things that are being provided. Um, do it if you can. You do it if you can. Have your goals, know what you want to do. Select any country. It doesn't have to be America. There are so many countries on the map. Select it. Just go. You'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's good to try.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
People have been asking, Chico, call Koge. We want to hear from him. And now I know that you're happy now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, guys, I managed to get him, and now we have done this. So, hopefully, you're going to learn a thing or two from Koge Wakarioki's advice, and as you interact where we normally meet on Facebook.
Okay. You'll be there.
Yes, for sure, for sure. So thank you so much. As we continue making them dollars, continue continue impacting our lives with your advice, and we salute you.
Thank you. Thank you, Shiko.
All right, guys. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. My name is Shiko Hope, and this program was brought to you by Fins Immigration Services, where we say we help you achieve your dream abroad. For more information, visit our website, finsimmigrationservices.com. Until next time, inawezekana, and keep hope alive. Bye-bye.